December is here and war is happening and aliens. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, but let's get prepared for our December predictions. I'm Romanesco. Please follow, like, subscribe, and let's be friends. Quick things before we get started. This is a sidereal zodiac. If you don't know what that is, it's 24 degrees back. You can contact me if you want your sidereal chart. 2, all of these predictions are in my blog. The link is in the description. But it's a lot cooler at my blog because I go into your personal predictions for each transit depending upon your rising sign. So again, if you don't know what that is, you can reach out. But go to my blog. It is way, way more in depth. Lastly, my Confident Astrologer course went great. I got 6 students, had a great 10 weeks, and I'll be opening it up to the public in about a month. So stay tuned for that. It's really, really cool for me to be a king and have a kingdom, a community around me, and then to shine my light and be a teacher. It's so cool doing astrology the traditional way, which is from mentor to student and not from computer to student. So it's really, really fun. So let's get into it. So I'm going to go quickly through these and go to my blog for more details. On December 1st, the new moon is happening in Scorpio. So the new moon is full, just fully dark. So it's a time when the roots have gone deep into a wish that's going to come true. It's going to feel very internal, very dark, very secret, but very rooted. It's the feeling we're going to get. It's happening in Scorpio, but damn, this, I mean, it is a sign of trauma and shit. It is the zombies that are coming back into our life to be killed one more time. So this is a time where you're going to be kissing that zombie on the face. It's mosquitoes and bloodsuckers. This is a time you're going to really get connected with some old pain, old trauma, old wound, and then begin to heal it, depending on whatever house Scorpio rules in your chart. December 2nd, Venus transits into Capricorn. Whee! This is going to be a time where we're combining working hard and building things with pleasure and beauty. And that is because Venus rules Taurus, which is beauty and fertility and pleasure, and Libra, which is relationships, music, and harmony. So this is a time around the globe and the world. There's going to be a lot of new relationships happening within business, within government. People are going to be wanting to make deals, make contracts, a lot of new freshness, a lot of new faces coming into those things. This is a time where we're going to be wanting to make our things we build more beautiful. So maybe do more murals on the walls, maybe just bring more money and investment as well into the things. Capricorn is things we build that endure, like a mountain. So whatever house Capricorn rules in your chart, that's where you're going to be bringing beauty and wealth and pleasure into something that you've been trying to build that will endure for a long time. Next, and this is the part I want to be silly, but yeah, I got to give some bad news. So December 6th through February 24th, Mars will be retrograde in Cancer. And this is a doozy because Mars is debilitated in Cancer and it's retrograde. So this is the energy of Mars, the warrior, hanging out at home with his mother, but he's like alcoholic and PTSD from the war, and he's trying to start fights at home. This is a time around the world where our minds are going to be troubled. This is a time where there's going to be more aggression and energy and movement and fighting in things that aren't supposed to be fighting. Babies, land, farm, homes, real estate, things having to do with mother, soft, vulnerable things. Again, this is like the veterans. Warriors are good at war. They're not good when they're coming home sleeping on mom's couch. So this is a time where we really need to toughen our minds and just be prepared that there's going to be things that are going to shake up our minds at this time. Things that are going to make us feel uncomfortable and not really, safe. But it's also a really good time to put energy into things like this. Cancer rules babies. So putting more energy into protecting babies or pursuing growing things that are babies, baby plants, baby animals. This has to do with housing and the housing market. So this is a really good time to begin renovating or fixing your home, things like that. Wherever Cancer rules in whatever house it rules in your chart from your rising sign, that is where you're going to begin working on this softness and getting very clear on what helps you feel safe. Excuse me. Next, December 8th, Neptune is going direct in Pisces. So this is a time when things related to Pisces, which is like spirituality, aliens, cosmic yoni of oneness, there's going to be a lot more of that energy happening in our lives. When Neptune was going retrograde, that was causing us all to look at the illusions in our life, look at things that help us feel one with the universe, like meditation and aliens and spirituality, interdimensions, string theory, all of that woo-woo, really spiritual stuff, really taking a look at that. And now that it's going direct, it means it's going forward again. We're going to start incorporating that more in our lives. So where do we create space in our lives? Where do we connect with our spirituality? Where do we really... There's just a lot of strange shit that's going to happen. This is when like the aliens may come type of thing in our world. And that could really be very interesting. Maybe they're fake, maybe they're real, who knows? But wherever Pisces rules in your life, that's where a lot of these illusions and spirituality are going to really become apparent to look at. Next, December 15th, Mercury retrograde ends in Scorpio. Thank freaking God. So Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, that's a time when a lot more secrets are being revealed, and we're having to really, go back and look at our trash before we throw it out. So around the world, this is a time when a lot of secretive things are happening and more secrets. People are doing secretive stuff. It's kind of hard seeing this happen because it's when more people are being secretive, you don't really know what's going to happen. But when December 15th happens and Mercury retrograde ends, that's when a lot more secrets should begin being revealed, especially as it goes into Sagittarius. Wherever Scorpio rules in your chart, this is a house where a lot of these, digging up the graves and letting the skeletons out of the closet, exploring old trauma and pain and wounds has been happening. Next, December 15th as well, full moon in Taurus. Full moon is when a wish happens, but the fruit has gone sweet after the roots have gone deep on the new moon. Taurus is a sign of pleasure and fertility. So this is a time where we're all going to be experiencing pleasure, beauty, and fertility around the world, where there's going to be art or music or beauty or fertility or food. There's going to be some wonderful type of vibe and energy that'll happen all around the world. In our personal lives, whatever house Taurus rules from your rising sign, where do you feel pleasure? Where do you feel beauty? What wish do you have to just like make love and just feel good and feel fertile, to grow things and make them fertile? That'll show you whatever house is ruled from your rising sign on the full moon. Next, December 15th, Sun transits into Sagittarius. Thank God. So Sun has been, sleeping with Scorpio the past month, and it's been all about pain and death and trauma and all these secrets, and it's just really gross. It's like swampy, sticky, stuck type of energy. But the trash will become treasure, pain will become pleasure. The compost becomes a new rose when Sun enters into Sagittarius. Around the world, we'll be expressing our love for knowledge and wisdom and adventure and life itself. Sun is the ability to shine light. Wherever the sun is, that is where the whole world will go and orbit around and begin shining their light as well. So a really good time where talk about knowledge and spirituality, to connect with nature, a time to really dance. It rules the hips, so shaking those hips, and a lot more justice. A lot of the secrets being revealed during Scorpio, there's going to be justice for him during Sagittarius. Whatever house Sagittarius rules in your life, that's where there's going to be a really connection with a path, a spiritual path of like, okay, I'm moving forward with this. I feel very connected, and you've got some knowledge. Next, 2 more to go. December 28th, Venus transits into Aquarius. So again, Venus is the beauty and pleasure of Taurus, with the harmony and relationships of Libra. Entering Aquarius, which is our tribe, our community, and our culture, it's going to be a time where there's going to be more beauty and pleasure held by the masses. This is a time where there's going to be more parties, more events, more circles, a time where culture is going to really shine, when we're going to really enjoy things like the food, the drink, the clothes, the beauty of all the things that make a culture a culture. This is a time to really make the blue-collar worker beautiful, a time when the common man, the everyday man, is going to experience more beauty and pleasure in their life. And wherever Aquarius rules in your whatever house it rules from your rising sign, this is going to be where to bring beauty into that community and tribe in your life. Lastly, December 30th, new moon, 15 degrees Sagittarius. This is going to be a time to, again, really connect deeply with your deepest sort of knowledge and your love for life. Because again, the new moon rules a wish that has gone deep with the roots that have gone deep, a dark, internal, yet firmly rooted wish that's going to come true. And Sagittarius is a sign of adventure and wanderlust and life itself. It's funny with Sagittarius that I tell everyone, you know, some signs rule mountains, some rule rivers, some rule chocolate, some rule sex, but Sagittarius rules life. It's everything. So Sagittarius is kind of the best sign. So it's a time to really give life to something and evolve something. Whatever trash, it's time to turn it into treasure from whatever house Sagittarius rules from your rising sign. So I really hope you enjoy this. I really care about you. I don't know all of you, but I'm a wizard now. I quit all my other jobs. I'm a wizard. It feels very good. So please remember to go to my blog for your personal horoscope predictions and get ready for my Confident Astrologer course. It's going to be amazeballs. And I'm very excited to open that up to the public. Aloha.